Tangke doje yaje reza ro jinja mata doje ponjom ba soje lombo ta raje baga jaje jabo jadong ro Dorjen jenjen de lo naro da ma ba mo lo juje gambo ba pa mo ro ba jawan ro gong ba ga jo la ma nan je da jo je da nan da na sara dam je da la ma la ba la ye je so lo zong yong den jiang zu yong ga la wa den zhe dong jie zhe be ge le zo zhen jian za ba la ma ji jie ge zong do jie san lan zhen da ge jie lan be na da ge den ba da zhen jie jie dong jia jin bong zhe ba zhen jie la de zo nam ka dang nian be sim jin tam jie ju dong de ding de la na mi ba yang da ba zu bu san jie jie gong pang ren bo ji to ba sha Ti ji de dan bei jiu gan yi xin de dong niam se lang war jiu niam be san ba jiang jiu jiu de sen ji ba dang qu nin be gong ju de gong lang ma ne bu gu ne sen ban ca de la gang sen ba sha wei qu ne jiu ban ji din sum jing gong ben ze be dang qu gong ba ji ba do ji song jia de ngap ji da ni jin de re den de la chom dun yo ba ge de da chom nga ba sang ha ren zin ji chom Then the la dorji so ni hit subji yo pa ke ta ta ni hit subject boundaries.
And so again, cultivate the motivation for bodhicitta, thinking that now sentient beings attain limitless space, attain the state of perfectly complete enlightenment. And for that sake, I'm going to listen to the Dhamma and then practice it. Cultivate such an unmistaken motivation. For listening to the Dharma. And the Dharma we're listening to is the Gong Chik, the Buddha's single intention by Lord Jikten Sumgön, consisting of 150 Vajra statements, 7 sections, and within that we are now in section number 5, the observance of the mantra awareness holders, and that in itself consists of 28 Vajra statements. And now we are in Vajra statement number 21.
Then the Sangha Lion Chum Miga Mi Somban Dek Ting Yobares. Then they got Dayan Ying Yiduta Sangha Hibande Dorjin Chang Gongbares, Denza Ndra La Soba. Na da sangha kalam la gogmare se chram la soba gogmare son yinkin yobares ine ya da jiktin sungong ke sangha la chram mi na thami cha de yobare somare dan de jumchin jere shubaye na jirtang chram shibande cho shibande chu tamje lo go yobarwa chu tamje chen shibande da chutamji hibab rodang ne dang ro de in ba yin zang teni chutamji ge rodang de jumde ri de jumde timder yin zang jok ge wa len de dewa dang jom ge wa len de dong ha de lumi nyumi de cha de yo ba yin zang di jumsina de ne Da Sangha Gapsayang, Panza Digpa Pangoatang, Druza Geva Dogoate, Chipacha the Yuris.
So, this Vajra statement number 21 says that in mantra, disciplined conduct is indispensable. And other people say that since mantra is the intention of Vajradharam, the intention of the sage, namely Vinaya, is not necessary. And actually, Jikten Sumgön says that in mantra also, disciplined conduct is indispensable. And so this term, disciplined conduct, so this term discipline refers to the Dharma itself, and conduct here, or kind of like a precept or like a kind of a rule, like following a code of conduct means that it refers to the actual nature of all those phenomena, the way things are. And the way things are is that they follow karma, cause and effect. So if one practices virtue, one experiences happiness, and if one practices non-virtue, then one experiences suffering. And since this is how things are in their natural state, in any context, it is therefore important to abandon non-virtue and to practice virtue. So therefore also in the mantra, it is necessary.
Tene lakparan de tene jawakaju balan sombayena tene ta dorjen chan telo naro ni chur marpa ni juomba ke jutun malare pa pardu tene sanga tang 제가 나인게 고몰르드 당 토미 yapsela 소바네 주네 테네 다 다다티 제 감보파 데라 테네 제 퍼센트 보컬람니 조카담바 그냠리 텐다요 바리 텐두다 Jibzu malare bakke khorchu tsowo tene kong tukse tene tabu dawu yunam je gambo bateni ke kasa chuo jingri ke ta nyamlin te tene jawa ka jupala tene tsard ton song yo ba yinza ta chuchang rum che tang tene tarate sangha laya ta chuchang boji temi kamiri somare
Dawa shono kare song
gambo parewa dawu yonsina gambo parewa
gambo para okay so especially in the Kagyu lineage the lineage that the tantric lineage transmitted from Vajra through Kyobpa, Naropa, Marpa, and Venerable, and then also the lineage transmitted through Nagarjuna, Asanga, and then their disciples, Apatul Kyobpa, is one, and then Kyobpa, so this lineage that Kyobpa held was the path of the causal vehicle of the paramitas, the Kadampa path. And he is within Milarepa's assembly of disciples, his heart son. And so his name was also Davashono, Milas Kyobpa. And so he held this other lineage as well. And so within there, it is said that the disciplined conduct is indispensable within the Vajrayana.
Tan de dubzi de ju dorjitse monanto karisonresina ju dorjitse mole sosar tartan chanchop sem rinzing haj dombao so.
And then the quotation that establishes this point comes from the Vajrasikara Tantra. It says, they are the vows of Pratimoksha of the Bodhisattvas and of the mantra Vidyadhara.
Tandi kaps rinzing haji serendu rigba hibande kanda rigba ishi tela koho yorwa tenin zin serendu yor tola doyon las to pa ke yor tola teni pami de longje sma mayin ba ten lo sur song yong ko ba lo sur dom yong ko ba te inza da kantar ju ta ni le tambo sob jong jin par sha siba la so ba ga tone tin yong ko za tene da sanga tel chram ngi par to goguri tene sanga nyam linking tamje ke te chram song go yo bare song
So in there it said the Vidyadhara, the mantra awareness wholeness need those codes of discipline. So awareness here refers to wisdom awareness, and those who the holders are those who hold awareness, and that is when they engage in or connect to the six kind of objects, then they do not do so with unmindfulness, but with holding awareness. And then in the Vajra Tantra, it says that first they offer the sustenance and purification of the Sochong ceremony. So this also shows that surely in the Vajrayana we need to practice ethical or disciplined conduct, and especially now for Vajrayana practitioners, it is necessary to observe disciplined conduct.
Dube parte ju pandonga je song. Dan de yang kare songo yoresina. Da sanga hiba che nduba la la so ba pang mo go ba ndo cha la so ba pang mo go na ba chen je go ndo go yore simam bo je. Den Jikten sungong ke da nduba la so ba teni ducha la soba doyong la chakwa ndeso ke teni part chu ro gar thapa da thamjin chimba thopa la part chu ro wa jo percent te bukan sungba tar tu nga dorji te bukap so ya chikpa cha de yo bare song.
Then Vajra statement number 22, it says, in addition to teaching that sutra and mantra are both disrupted by desire, he maintained that they are one. And that is because some say it is taught that mantra is accomplished by practicing desire. So there are some who say that one doesn't really need to abandon desire. And Jikten Sumgön says that any kind of attachment to the sense objects, any kind of affliction toward them, such as desire, constitutes an obstacle to one's attainment of liberation and omniscience. And according to how it is taught in the causal vehicle of the paramitas, also in the secret mantra Vajrayana, they need to be abandoned.
Doi kapsu nyumong pangwa tang, ngag kapsu nyumong pangwa sebande, nyumong ransin pa pangwala pangubala chikpa cha de yore song. Nyumong ransin pa ke mapang na, nyumong ransin pa ke tsur ta nyumong ransin pa ke tsur ze yong yore is. Tsur ze hibatung kare sina. Nyumong ransin pa ke yingwang de hyong ro yore singa zo. Da nyumong ransin pa ke yingwang de hyong de tenin ko ale tar to go yomare song. Ona da sangha dang parsin ni ka teni che gangya yosa mare wa samba ina. Ne che ba te kare yo ba te tani jin song gwa.
So in the sutra path, the abandonment of the afflictive emotions in the sutra path and the abandonment of the afflictive emotions in the tantric path are the same when it comes to the abandonment of ordinary afflictive emotions. When these are not abandoned, either in the sutras or the tantras, then those ordinary afflictive emotions will take over control. So we fall into their power, and being controlled by afflictive emotions, we cannot be liberated from samsara. So then one might think, then if that is the case, then there's not really a difference between the Vajrayana and the paramita vehicle.
Ta sangha kapsun doyon la longs chu chopa ka tu de kadure siwaina 차자 침보가 내로 친제 말로바 또네 데니 뉴몬발라 소바탐제 그 철점마타바 파왕 줄타바 데 타고 케네바 르바이나 데니 nga dorji te pakapso doyon la longsu chogo yobaris chungsa ne jumde chaking chawa ton samna tamba yena ya chi perna hedang ina hedang ransin ba tamar ke hedang tabe je ke yiwang de kejik zang mo wa deni hedang tabe ji na hedang de lamsang melong yishing wo le zer jirtba docha tabe ji na docha de kulamsang da garid la gorda detong ki ngo le zer jirtba temo ina temo de deni chuen yishi jung wo le zer jirtba ta de tabe je ke ne wa bien ba ina deni doyon la long chu chok yore deni doyon la long jie na deni doyon la long chu chok ba zam de ma ze doyon la long chu go yo ba je dena cha go yo ba res de yin zang tarati malare pa ke rechong pa la doyon taps jerna teens doyon tamje ta te tab so ke lola nyamto to so se yob kanni ta tin chog yori tel tna sumare
So in the secret mantra, when is the time that one can enjoy or partake of the sense pleasures? It is when one has realized the nature of Mahamudra unmistakenly, and at that point the afflictive emotions can no longer affect one in any way. So you will not fall under their control, but you will overpower them. So at that point of the secret mantra in Vajrayana, one may partake of the sense pleasures. And so at this point, one is also able to reflect upon the very subtle workings of karma, cause and effect. And for this reason, not even the slightest, for even one instant, will one become controlled by, for example, an ordinary thought of anger. For example, when anger arises, instantly one will be able to transform it into the mirror-like wisdom. And likewise, when desire arises instantly, one will be able to transform it into bliss emptiness. And also when ignorance arises instantly, one will be able to transform it into the Dharmadhatu wisdom. And so when one has reached such a point of practice, then one can enjoy the sense pleasures, and not only that, one actually should partake of the sense pleasures. That's why Milarepa said to Drigung, when with mindfulness, you skillfully, when you with mindfulness skillfully transform sense objects into skillful means, then it is permissible to partake of them.
Ta te tab macha bayina tan do yon la te wena lonsjin na chung yore so nga la mi te pakaps te ang dorjin ning bo jin ji shupas de la shurwa chomdin de mada ba ganglas ta mada ba kareri shudu ta chomdin de ka char ka charwa lin jamne zogla sukbao si ta zogla zogun du hikwange chaba la sobatang dala teni dra Niba la soba the Miniba la soban Simon Zimbal Tang. Then it dread the sort of Shimbo the Mujamba la soba ta cantar te tabunduyung ala Tendakin Duyung apoteri so that tell Chisen and Duyung about the Madabari Hudu Zunwa than Zimbu Nubo Shero so that is sort of Zunzinke Zunwa your talent Zimbin Zimba tell it Hyundu, then it tell Himbachi, then Himba telatine lesa ne, then it Takola Layang Korgoya Geta Sosoketi Josayongo Yorba. That Jotic Sats and is on the David the Mingo about the Chini River. Then David Taylor, Koa can none David Ming Bajina. Ta ko adunga ke kon dev ri dewa matope tini dewa ken dev mi dewa tang ti dunga ken dev te yang teletin tini tik ni che le zambo che saya ke kokap te ha chang nyong nyong yin bala so ba ta chung tanda ke chung ko pungbo chimbo ji yu zang ta sangha ke kap so yang tani ta chram mi ka mi re so.
And so, therefore, also in the secret mantra, it is regarded to be a fault to indulge in the sense pleasures out of desire. And so, then a quote in the questions of Vajra, it says, the question is posed to the Buddha, and then he responds. So the question is, Exalted One, what is impure? And the Buddha instructed the 5 sense pleasures, such as the visible. So the Buddha said that when form arises, the visible, and one becomes attached to it, or when one hears a sound and one grasps at it as either pleasant or unpleasant, or one grasps at pleasant and unpleasant smell and so on. So when one clings to that, that is impure. And why? Because subject and object appear, and there is a grasping at subject-object duality. And therefore, when one begins to grasp, one becomes attached. And when one becomes attached, one accumulates karma. And then again, one has created the cause for wandering in samsara. And when the cause is created, then it's natural that the result will ripen. So when the result ripens within samsara, it is suffering. There is no happiness in samsara. And so when the result of suffering ripens, then one will have very few opportunities to create positive karma. So one has created a heap of faults. And so for this reason, also in the Vajrayana, it is necessary to follow, to practice the disciplined conduct.
Ta goni song song Kyobpa ye ka nawa ye nang song. Nenda yin zang teni yin ping yin la ping to yo ba tang yin la ping pe jor njwa yin na nga dor ji tik ba za ma ze ndur kap so yang nang wa yo re song ba re. Then nang wa te yang ko ge wa rang ngo yin pe cha ne nang wa ri ma do ke dik ba ji ge wa yin ba la sir Dikba ji drop cho sin nang yawa te tab ma yin pa de wa tara Jikten sung go gong pa de. Te yin zang tambo te ta gugar chimbo yu ba yin na yin ping ke tene tikba sung ka la ka yo ma re song. Te yin zang tara tambo ndurwa sotar kap so ma ka pa pe na ndurwa kar ka le Gelong kan yek sengol linji pa nizhen joros gudang jakser tangs chudin ser na ta de langwar sha song chirtang ke gelong la soba ke sengol in bala soba tan ni ba jo yu barite ta yang yin la pin pe ke shirda dini to so yang dara Nawachin Shibatanda Yongo Baris.
As you mentioned before, what is prohibited is primordially prohibited, and what is permitted is primordially or naturally permitted. So it means that if something can become the cause of benefiting others, then not only is that permitted in the Vajrayana, but it is also permitted in the Vinaya. And that is because what is permitted is whatever is virtuous. So the Vinaya or anyone is not saying that in a certain context you can practice non-virtues. But if it benefits others, it's naturally virtuous. So that's Jikten Sumgön's intention. And the altruistic mind that wishes to benefit others is considered most important in all the three vehicles, and therefore such conduct is never prohibited in any of the three vehicles. So also in the Vinaya, the Pratimoksha Vinaya, so such conduct is not prohibited. It is said in the Vinayam Karika that the bhikshu who accepts silver and gold commits a fault. However, for clothing, provisions, and for dharmic purposes, you must always accept it. So in general, it is, according to the Vinaya, it is not acceptable for a bhikshu to accept silver and gold. But then again, if it serves a benefit for others, then again it is permitted.
Tene Jancho Sambakapso Yang, Papa Dubale, Karasong Vari Shubaina, Yin Zogda Dratan, Tegin Dratan Ro, Rektan Duyung Alang Umparchu Jirjang, Drachum Ranger, Semder Janchup, Semgana, Pawta Nyamjain by Shibrasason.
And then the same is also true for the Bodhisattva path. It says in the Sanchayagata, furthermore, if he enjoys the results for awakening without the attitude of the Arhats and Pradeka Buddhas, such a Vira or hero is to be known as one who continuously remains in equipoise, even if he engages in the five sense pleasures of form, sound, scent, taste, and touch.
Teni Nag Kapsuyang, Tang Zamde Perchu Ji, Zugdra Tro Regla So, Doyung Ala Chupar Ji Song.
And then also with regard to the Vajrayana, it says, from today onward, you, son, should indulge in such sense pleasures as form, sound, smell, taste, and touch.
All right. Then that's all. The Digba Japan Nang Yawa Mayan Banda Karko Jakarchamboroa. Soso Gutella Himba than Zimba Mipa Yena. Didn't tell Digba in Rosayo Maris, less Saxachi Misa. Less Saxachi Yomari. Less Saxamina tell a tini and there was a me Ayomarwa. Did the Dayanza Pena Japo in Rambo the Tavina? Then Himba the Chapa Mipa, Kazanko Lojukan, Hugh Simbare. Then Teta Vayena, do you know Juba de Nangwari? Tig and do you know Juba Nangwan there? Then Jimsin de Kongan do you know J de Batella, Shimba me, Chapa me, Zimba me. That tender one gay, then you go walk around Megava my impachani, now your worries.
And so it is important to understand that it is not unvirtue, non-virtue that is permitted here. But it is because if one does not cling, if one does not grasp, then one also will not accumulate negative karma. And if karma is not accumulated, a result cannot ripen. And such as we have heard in the case of the king Indrabhuti, who was without clinging and attachment in our story the other day. So then if one is without clinging and attachment, then it is permissible to partake of the sense objects. But one must do so without clinging and attachment, without grasping. So it is not the case that something that is in nature non-virtuous is permitted.
Da dorji song ni hetsak somba. Nga jimege gewaran joka mi song. Da jirtang ke nga so yongda na wajirwa da nga hiba de juru lamba re song. Doksom de juru lamba yinzang. Da juru lamba re song da yiga yore song. Doa Jikten Sumgön. Ina yang ko mege wajik Gewala, Nag Capsa, Jurtogo Yomare, Sonrita.
Then, Vajra statement number 23, it says, there is no occasion when through mantra a non-virtue turns into virtue. Because some people claim that mantra is a path where one transforms the afflictive emotions. But Jikten Sumgön says that even in the path of mantra, of the Vajrayana, one cannot really transform something that is non-virtuous. One doesn't turn it into virtue.
Tande kapsukare res na megewa gewa la juria yo sare se perna jarbo indrambe de ke ndoyo la lonsu chubande tene megewa gewa la jordo yo mareva samsando je yorwa mambo ke tetar tine ko alindo yores te tabamares megewa gewar jordmi shibande megewa korang ngote megewa ke ngote ta gewal so jornya zo che yo mare sombare tarnang ke megewa te megewa chak yo mares ko gewares ta japo indram bodda ta ke ndoyon lo lonso chobande tarnang ke megewa ri matoke megewa mares te megewa ji chang baina te gewal so jornya zo che yo mare so.
So one may think that that we do transform non-virtue into virtue. For example, as in the case of the king Indrabhuti, one may wonder, isn't it what he had done when he enjoyed the sense pleasures? Didn't he turn non-virtue into virtue? But actually he did not. So this is maybe what some people think. But what is meant with one doesn't, but one never, there's no occasion where one turns non-virtue into virtue, means that what is in essence non-virtuous cannot become virtuous because it is in essence non-virtuous. So it might appear, something that is virtuous might appear as non-virtue. So that is in the case of the king Indrabhuti. When he enjoyed the sense pleasures, it appeared as though this is non-virtuous, but actually it wasn't non-virtuous. So he didn't transform something non-virtuous into something virtuous. If something is non-virtuous, then it is non-virtuous and doesn't turn into virtue.
Ta ten zang tene nyumon bala sopa ke ta doksom yorwa te tamche yang yishi jewe ke jin de jor to go yores yishi jewe jin de chur jor to go yore ma do ke nyumon bala sopa dok de korang tene yishi le jor zene te jor ya che yomaris.
So also when we speak about the transformation of the three poisons, the afflictive emotions into wisdom, then actually it is just through the condition of awareness that they are transformed, that it seems that they are transformed. But actually what is afflicted in essence itself does not transform into primordial wisdom.
Tana Jurwa Shibande Gandadori Shubaina Tini Jurwa Hibate Pernanyumon Tonga Nanger Yishing Alanjur Shibande Tulola Soban Sun and Matamne Chik Tenin Sun Karsima Janzu Yabando Chirives and Teta Mari Sondwa Tenente Ko Yishing Ala Toba da Matobak Juzal Chani Tetar Chebari Matoke Korang Ransin Bade Tene Churjur Yabatena Yunko Yomari so.
So in terms of transformation, when we speak about transforming the five poisons into the five wisdoms, so one might wonder, is it like you're changing the color of a cloth by coloring it white, red, blue, and so on, yellow? It's not like that. You're not like coloring something into something else. So the five wisdoms are being given those different terms on the basis of whether or not one has realized their meaning. But in itself, in essence, is not transformed.
Tenindela Tobada Matoba Chebar in Bajumsinte Long Teni Sungdoa Kowa Tangne Yangin des Nisuba Minde Kovaranjin Shibala Yangin de Shijubain so.
And so the difference is in terms of realized and not realized. And there's a quote that says, Samsara and Nirvana do not exist as two. Knowing the nature of samsara is called nirvana.
Ta dorji son hitsa yipate. Dovar mege nga sang ger menjor song. Ta takite dan chandawa ke Dovar kaps mege vari devachik nga sang gewalan jora yomare song. Dan dela Tam Hag Caps Megewa Hiba the Tamke Kajuba in some Tene the Gewal Juno Giori said Mambo Tanda Yonko Bares on Loanjit Zongo. Tene Kongi Hibala, then the work of Gewate, Hasoyang, Gewarilla, the work of Megewate, Hag Caps Megevari Matoke, that Gewalan Jorians of Yomaris.
Then Vajra statement number 24. What is virtuous in the Vinaya is also virtuous in mantra, and what is non-virtuous is non-virtuous. Because some people claim that mantra is such that non-virtue becomes virtue, since mantra is performed by those who are skilled in means. But Jikten Sumgön says that it is the same in the Vinaya as it is in the Vajrayana. What is virtuous is virtuous. What is virtuous in Vinaya is also virtuous in mantra. And the same is true for non-virtue. It doesn't change.
Perna, tenen dorwa kapso ta pamba ye se sumbarwa ta pamba ye se zawa ke sungzang ro de nyam de pamba ye pamba po la go yori nandela nyam do ya ke zawa ye nyam do ya no je ye sung go yoris dan dorwa tang jangsam de su kapso ti je ye bo de je tarate mashiba That among the Chagdo, need a Bamiba. Sumba de Maguba. Tam Maguba Shiban de Che, he in the Chisuja Yabano Changayora. then Yabati Numong Mawa song. That did our year put the draw down Johnson Cups Nyampa Joy Song Swan. Then the dang Sanga Cups Jetan Nyampa Jotro Sunko Yority. That dinner Tara Zora Winite, Pami Batang, Teni Tara Pami Batang, Teni Doyola Chapatang, then Khenpo Tenzin Maguba Sibande Yority Naya. Then they Yoba Inza Ko Nyamba Ke Jote Jingtong with Chang Yoris.
So in the Vinaya, in the Vinaya there are 4 root downfalls of the main vows that one takes. So there are 4 causes causing them to the vows to degenerate. So that's actually the same in the Vinaya and in the Bodhisattva Yana. So the first cause is unknowingness, which is basically ignorance. Number 2 is unmindfulness. And number 3 is disrespect. So that is to knowingly denigrate and so on, disrespect. And number 4 is to have many afflictions. And so in the Vajrayana, we speak about 6 causes of degenerating one's vows. And of these, 2 are also mentioned now in those 4 causes. So actually 3 major causes of losing one's vows are unmindfulness, attachment to the sense pleasures, and disrespecting the master and so on. So therefore, what causes vows to degenerate is really common to either Vinaya or the mantra teachings.
Lakpar the Sangha Kapsayang, Chirso Som Tamadawa Sungayore. Chirso Som Shibanda Nawala Takpanga Tinto Tarate Ishi Jiroba. Te Tabachela Teni Nego Yurimadoke Ta Sangha Kenyani Bainsin, Pami Jayuna, Pami Bachayuna. Pami Shibade Tinshi Nyam Barwa, Tinshi Martin Barwa. Teni Tandiki Yomari song. Tandiki mi by Inza. Teni Sangha Gabs Pena Chang Tabaji in a young, Chang the Durzel's journey, Yina, Teni Nawaji Jiki Yobatang. Ta Chang the Durzel Jordan Chang Korang Chayo Maris. Then the Dan Jikten Sungo Gumba and Yin Guri. Chang Siba the Sangha Kapsoya Nang Yo Maris. Tapen and a song Dechin Roya Tongala, Chang Hin Nampar Hipains. Devachimbo Ro Yungala. That dudes Devachimbo Ro Yung de la Chang Hin and Mangta Paris. That data. Ta kantar chang korang ngo ton sam tawa na chang ngo ran yi ma de barwa ngo tong ba ni ta yi gan la long ji zhang suan ngo ran yi ji ma de ba ko wa da nyang de si ni su yu ba ma yin ban yin de ran yi ji ma de ba ri tang tamar ge to bong ni chang ni de zin dong de teni chang del de ne ba ra za la so ba cha del si ne si ba si ne teni ra za wa cha te ra za de ba mi ran yin ge chang ro yo ro ta ba mi ba de teni nga ge dong ba nyang be jo ri ya jang xiu sen ge la ba nyang be jo ri ya sang ha ma re so so ta bu zu zhao nyang be jo ri do wa jo yin na do ba mi xi ba de
So in the secret mantra Vajrayana, we speak about there are 3 things to observe, and that is appearances are the deity, all sounds are the mantra, and all thoughts are the play of primordial wisdom. And also in the practice of the Vajrayana, if one becomes unmindful, one's mindfulness declines and one's vows therefore decline. For example, when it comes to drinking alcohol, in the Vajrayana, one transforms alcohol into nectar, and then when it is nectar, it is permissible to drink it. But it doesn't say that one can drink alcohol per se in the secret mantra, because once you have transformed it into nectar, there is no more alcohol. It already is nectar. And so this is why it is said it is allowed. But actually, Jikten Sumgön, for this reason, also says that in the secret mantra, in the Vajrayana, alcohol is not allowed if we are not really transforming it into nectar. Actually, in the secret mantra, alcohol is given the name the nectar of the taste of great bliss that is empty of self-nature. So that is what alcohol is according to the secret mantra. So therefore, there is no actual alcohol that inherently exists at all. Samsara and nirvana do not exist separately. So if one has an ordinary thought and clinging to alcohol, then one becomes unmindful. And if one becomes unmindful, when one drinks, one becomes intoxicated, and then one becomes unmindful, and that is a cause of degenerating vows, either in the tantras, in the bodhisattva path, or in the pratimoksha path. There is one of those four causes that transgress our vows.
All right, that on a Kandavi journal your sina. So check you that Jersey by the Susorani Zindo Bakchala so Patrawate so Jene, then to Suk Nubalatine, then Jamatas so young, then Madaba Jamatas Yonso, young, then Tabai, he do such more Sanjar Tarapatan, Changi Bol, Penson, Yorwa, then Taba Duzung all adjourned. Ta namjung around so chang chang the tone then ro chung chung ji le sipa chimbo ji yung yo de ta tele ja tong cham bom ke da ge de ro chewa tene ro te ke yung tin halam ju ge ju ma sa ba ta je tana yung yo ba rin do ten zan ni ma je ge la fen do ten rao do hyun ji no hop de pa ta na ko ja dan che ba na yin do de ko kare la hu de sin oh Sangha Gyuntin the subject in the Munetan Jopo Chilla Cheti Chezogolo, Titopa and the Tobaji Gondo, Tella Chezogolo, Long Ju Gosaris, Ta Sangha de Long Ju Gosari, Tate Long Ju Barsibala, Susung Chea, Netsen of Zogoro, Taten Jopo Zoya Tambum Besonchi Gondo, Tamar Kichi, Dan Duyung and the Long Stu Bandela, Chon the Hiramdoa. Then I love then go somehow lodging then there's Jatan or Jerry, the lodging then go somehow yung tin or J. Chorny, the Choroton, the lion barindoa.
Logic.
Shorting the Tabaina, go somehow yung tin tong lion bajiridoa. So yin Tabaina or Taja Ansanga la chat de banda, Chagdoate.
So then, in terms of transforming, how do we transform? So we transform when we are free from grasping at our habitual imprints. And then through the power of that, all impurities are being purified. And so therefore, for example, alcohol becomes transformed into nectar. And so then this nectar increases in flavor too. So we think that alcohol has this flavor that we are attached to, but then once it is transformed, then also the flavor is enhanced by hundreds and thousands of times. So enhanced that we could not even verbally express its flavor. So one person once said, regarding this, which is kind of related to that, is that when that being the case, since the flavor is so enhanced, that being the case, I must quickly cultivate those qualities of the Vajrayana, because then I can also enjoy the flavors of the Vajrayana. So therefore, I must make an effort to work hard to perfect like all of these qualities, yeah. And so this person had one point of there is no meaning in enjoying the ordinary sense pleasures, which is a good thing. And also it's because he saw the qualities of the secret mantra, that he also wanted to become like that. But then, of course, what could happen, on the other hand, then, is that one also develops an attachment to the secret mantra.
Om A Hong Ha Ho She so Zung Yore. Te Tumba Zamke Pinto Chimbo Yonko Yore. Shilad so Manchugani. Hong Sinjilab Yura Om A Hong is the Jinjilab. Teni Ha Ho the Ha Tambo Deke. Teni Tamark Kadola Sobatani. Chogri Sura Tamark Kadola Soba. Ho Shibandege. Teni taken a tamarka tamjin jong. Teni she shibadege, the tamarketi nubati yoro tekala, tamark nuba, corvid dupin nubati, jong. Teni da called Sir Dutzetang, da roja the dimping sir G Zenada, Teta Donjungola, Teni Teta Vachi Chad Yuba. Don't la gang in bad it's yimbal in batardo. Tang around so Taran don't do the Jaja Jan Jala Tokoyo Mario, Marab Jimsi, Maranzo Semla Himba Yori, Chakba Yori, Zimba Yori, Tiwanke, Roja the Dimba, Sortokoyo Mario, the young Konga Tumbalatin, Korano Naransoke. Mikpa Katse, Saint Toboyona de, Katsegi Zamji, young Pinro Yore Tenza, Namju Naranso Geta, Shilat so Ngola, Yinda, Chen Chubanda, and Don Long Rina Yapori, the ten Dolomarna Onga Hong Sayana, the young Pinto Chimboyoba, the Narindo.
Also, there is this mantra, Amahong Haho Shri, that we always recite. Also, before we are eating food, we are blessing, consecrating the food with the syllables Amahong. And then with the syllable Ha, like destroys like the ordinary, or transforms the ordinary color of the substance or the food, and Ho destroys the ordinary scent or the aroma of the food, and Shri then this destroys the ordinary potency of the food and then enhances it, and therefore we talk about a food with 100 tastes. And when we partake of this nectar of food, this is how it actually is. It possesses these 100 tastes. It is just that we don't usually experience it with 100%, because in our minds there is attachment and fixation, clinging, so we cannot experience the 100 tastes of food. And so therefore, when one practices mantra, then higher, the better one's visualization, the focus of one's mind, the greater also the benefit. So anyways, before we are eating food, it is good to recite a food offering prayer, or if not, at least it is very good to consecrate it with the syllables Amahung.
The Chang Tongkin Tamje Dukjare Chu Nan Yang Mudukjare Sunko Yomarila Tata Ngakeyang Laptogumariwa Churon Chang Tongkin and Mu Be Yapotanda Yor Tongju Yorangarans Mu Yapotanda Teniko Yina Ngaran Sutara Labdu Chang Korang Jung Lam Kuyorwa Chang Korang Jung Chang Korang Jung Lam do Teni the Rasungdoa Ngapan Chang Nuba de Mobu Nes Javarsi so Tina Yomari Ngapa incident Chang Chodera, then Chang Choded Chang Raz, that and I went Tini, Yamni to send on Emi Maritu, then Yang Ngombu and Grisonda, Tangombu Seba de Karina, which is in a Tanya Watina Jitsadu, Tangan then the Tartusa Mari, San Deni Celeb Garog, then Tayak Tuji Yosamari, then they tell a gab dog man, then Ngombuji, that did teaching Ngombu Star and Goyora, that data will let you alendo your sonre. That Chang Korang la Yongdin Yo Mari, Changla, Chang Tongkin la Yongdin Yuna Yang, Chang la Yongdi Yo Mari. Yen and Chang Ngo, Chang Mari, Chang Ngo, Dutsiri, then tell it to Walla, that Chang Korang Chorang Zoji Jagomodo. Chorang Lot Zoji Jagodo, Sosulot. Sosulot, Zoji Jagomina. Dan Chang Tong Zamataba. Chang Gatentona Chun Zayami, but Muzabans Matsebag, Sosok Niam the Topa, do the Devalas of a cheesy junior the young Yortabaje, de Tabaje, Sela Labaina, then Chang the Zorsip and Doyon Tamjeta, Goya Jalari, Chuna Tamji Jin de said, then Tunjin Chang Yorwa.
And so I'm not saying that the Dhamma is also not saying that those who drink alcohol are bad. We can't say that. There's actually some very good people too who drink alcohol. They're good people. Yeah, but here we're not talking about the people who drink. We're talking about the fault of alcohol itself. It is also said that like a tantric yogin who drinks alcohol and then becomes drunk and loses his practice, once they're born in hell, they will be overcome with desperation and crying, that seeing that there is no way out, there's no way to become liberated. So anyways, we're speaking about not person, but really the substance. There can be a person with good qualities, but then the substance of alcohol itself doesn't have those qualities. So in essence, it is nectar. So we are actually not changing the alcohol itself. It's not transformed, but what is transformed is one's state of mind. So if one has transformed, so to say, one's mind, that alcohol really is seen as what it is nectar, but then it also is not really alcohol any longer, because no matter how much you drink, you will not get drunk, intoxicated from it. And moreover, your experiences and your realizations and bliss and so forth will increase. And from that perspective, then, actually, it is necessary. It is a good thing to drink it or to partake of any of the other sense pleasures, because all dharmas, all phenomena depend on causes and conditions. And so in that sense, then it can also become a conducive factor.
Ta den zan da chang mambo chu dong kin na ta jadang ge namju ma chu ma la in da ma chu ma tanda teni lamsang che to go mare pang to go mare ta chang chi po mare nyumon kanda che la kom so na lamsang ten sam ja go na le la bo chu ne yo mare ba ten zang chính khi tin ne nhong ru tong yan de pe kar chim bo nhong ru tong ne nyima tang dun cha tang da wa tang lo tang nhong ru tang wa ina tin kale tin ko la zin ba na wo de pa ta ren do ne tin nyima je ko yong su zo ba pang de ba chang ru ru tin tin ha da chi ra de na ke gom mi min kin ina chang chi bo ma de nyu mong ga yin na ya Gong mi na ta de la yang jing xi din ne so so je de la ba mi de long ju kun do gang mo dong cham chang sang no dang ge do so so rang ge rang la sam no dang ne nga la nyu mong ga re ji hen do ga re hyuk chi an do nge ga re ta la zap zap ji go do dan ra de da ra ni ko de bi ji na de ni nyu mong de la gong ma song bang ha de de ni le sa bo yo wa ga re na yang zo ji ja da ba song zang 마잉 반에 산지 군지람 조지테 고 당와 민가 메드송아 감보박 송르다데 마잉 반에 산지 군지람 송 대인자한테는 정시 띵고 요래세
So if one is a person who drinks a lot of alcohol, then it will be difficult to give it up immediately, just like that. But we are not just talking about alcohol. Anything that we have habituated to, any afflictive emotion we have habituated to. If we are habituated to something, then it's difficult to give it up immediately. But we should try to slowly decrease that behavior with mindfulness. Every day, over the days and weeks and months and years, slowly the attachment will become released. You distance yourself from it, and one day you're able to give it up altogether. But like if you have habituated to something a lot, then it's difficult to give it up right away. So we're not just speaking about alcohol, but any of the afflictive emotions. So it is necessary, therefore, to be mindful and to really look at your own mind and ask yourself, what is it? Am I partaking of this with mindfulness, or am I being unmindful? What is it that I am attached to, and so on? And so when you find that there's a certain affliction that is more powerful, then this is what you have to be more careful about, because you have habituated to it. If you have not habituated to something, to a certain affliction, then it's very easy to transform it. Kyobpa also said, non-distraction is the path of all the Buddhas. So it is therefore important to apply mindfulness.
ta de zan ndrwa ni ta chirdan ke chang den ndrwa ni ka ba ma se ju na na ka yu yori singha ka sa ta de dem chong jung wu ju le ong a hong xi shang ha ji da de jin de la bar cha de song do teni ju ta ni le dak pe dong mi jie ne ne so tan de so gu do ba
So it is not just alcohol, it's not just prohibited in the Vinaya, but also in the tantras. For example, in the Samvarodaya Tantra, there's a bless it constantly through the mantra Ama Hong and so forth. And then also in the Vajra Tantra, it says, having removed the poison through purity and so forth.
Tene dere da yin trimi usa le son dan da yabo jindo le tangbo ben namjur be juba mjas namjur be drba to be juba mjas drba to be tamjin chin be juba mjas ta so ka karne che kai so ha gore te in za tene da so kare gal dan tan tene da te so then sumbata the chigo.
And it says in the Vimala Prabha, therefore, the beginner should not perform the activities of a yogi, the yogi should not perform the activities of an adept, and the adept should not perform the activities of an omniscient one. So basically, we have to know ourselves which category we belong to, which one we are and which one we are not, and then practice accordingly.
Oh yeah, that the order new month up dorji so ni hitsang apate da dorji ni hitsang apate new month tande devar hipanis ta new month de devar higwari sungo yomare so ta jiktin sungo new month ran simpate Guys, dandel qualin dan samsa pachan bo in zaren de tene nyomo batanje ta sanje ge rek ta pa song nyomo ba sanje ge rek tang dong si de rek men la dong la rang ge dong ju zu samsa dong ju tadala labdu yike da dan de yike zener ta te qualin dan ke ta te du nyumong ransin ba de ta sanje ge re smanda je kon hoira pena hedang dorje smanda la na namjor ba hedang dorje je na te ko hedang te ta sanga dorje te balamni ta pena melong shi tana no je samara ta kantar Nyumong ransin bate tene dekhi nimbo devar hibari lauko maris nyumong tagpa ke drebe te tan datan data yungo yori son jiktin sungo.
So then Vajra statement 25 says, the result of purifying the mental afflictions is Sugatahood. And that is in response to some people's claim that afflictions are maintained to be the Buddha's family and line. And so Jikten Sumgön is saying that the ordinary afflictive emotions are not the Buddha's family or the Buddha's line. That's perhaps often mentioned in the sutra tradition, where it says the afflictions are the Buddha family and line. But then one might take that to mean the ordinary afflictive emotions are that. For example, in the Vajrayana, a yogin might have the name hatred Vajra. But here in this context, it refers to the mirror-like wisdom, hatred purified. So we're not saying that an ordinary afflictive emotion is the state of Buddhahood, but the result of having purified the afflictive emotions is Buddhahood.
Ta nyumo ransin bade pango yorin do tanga nikala. Nyumo ransin bade pangtabayina sina da pango yoris. Da mapana nga te nyulam chat ko yomare. Da wangbo rap tamje gende nyumo ransin bade njopo pangtaba zunri chimbo. Namju chimbo yinzan njopo pangtaba tanda yongo yo wangbo rap. Wangbo reinda tama to soyana jun rinpo ngorno yorwa. 대인자 뉴몽 마방발라 나가 값이야 상진로야 요 말이다. 이마도 장초선바다 산제 담제게 심진 담제 상제 효마도 그 두초 유주는 뭔가를 효세는 몰람자가 요 말와. 대인자 훈마데 조제라 제기 뭐지 그 휴리스라 공 참로 욕되데 조제 언라 검자 욕되데. 당가라 나더니 대송 gom to so ja mago ke to ne je sangje ya ke danga ji tong ro ji shu ba re se wa teni jo je ke so ne nga ka tan da sam sam khu yo de da cho ma sa de ba ma jang na yong ya yo ma ri song ba re se da te ta ba ji yin za nymo ran sin ba de ne pa de ndo ta nga gang ni na pang go yo re te nga ka so tan jo bo pa ya ka tham lam ting ke yo za te teni jobo pa ya la ka thalam te ha gong kin la tin so so wang bo rap de la yo zung ju qin bo den da ji go yo ra
so in both the sutras and the tantras we have to abandon the ordinary afflictive emotions, and if they are not abandoned, then even the path of the tantras is not the quick path. So in the tantric path, when someone is of sharp mental faculties, then they will abandon the afflictive emotions, the ordinary afflictive emotions, quickly. And they will be very diligent and intelligent about it. So that's why it will not take them that long. But if someone is of an inferior or an average mental capacity, it will just take a longer time. But even in the Vajrayana, if one does not abandon the afflictive emotions, one cannot attain the state of enlightenment. And so the Buddhas have said, may sentient beings attain the state of enlightenment. Not speaking about how long it will take them to attain enlightenment. One time Chowa came to see a disciple who was in retreat, and that disciple asked him, can you give me an instruction whereby I do not even have to meditate? And then Atisha said that, like, I want to do that too, but then the thing is, if you don't accumulate merit and purify your obscurations, you won't attain enlightenment. So you won't abandon the ordinary afflictive emotions just like that. It is just that, and the reason why the secret mantra is called the swift path is because it provides skillful means for individuals with sharp mental faculties. And if someone like that practices with great diligence, then the afflictive emotions will become quickly purified.
Ta nyumong takpa de teni dewar hikbari sondu ta nyumong toksom takpa la ten kosom nyumong tonga takpa la ten konga tela soba ke teni tsar deke nangka yobare ten du pen ducha takpa la ten teni dewa chimbo ta kanta longchu zobo ke teni hedang takpa la tene tribu ke temuk takpa la tene chuju ke so kosom je wang de seba ina ko ngai wang de seba ina teni ducha takpa de dewa chimbo ke hedang takpa tribu ke temuk takpa chuju ke tigang la teni ngajar takpa de longchu longke chado takpa de ngo ni ke so ne ko ngai wang de sena tenda song ke yores.
So when one says that the purified afflictive emotions are a Buddha, then the purified three poisons are the three kayas, or the purified five poisons are the five kayas. And in the context of if it is 3 kayas, then when attachment becomes purified, it becomes the great bliss Sambhogakaya. When hatred becomes purified, it becomes the Nirmanakaya. When ignorance becomes purified, it becomes the Dharmakaya. And so the 5, when it is the 5 kayas, the 5 poisons of 5 kayas, and when desire or attachment is purified, it becomes the great bliss kaya. When hatred is purified, it becomes the Nirmanakaya. When ignorance is purified, the Dharmakaya. When pride is purified, the Sambhogakaya. And when jealousy is purified, the Svabhavika or the essence kaya.
Tene tonga de renga kwang si du tonga renga lan jo in sunghu maria chobaram bujige te hakogo te karchim cha dewa tonga number tabala tine te yin che ba renga song yore ta te endu docha number ta andu tene jawa renga na ko opa me pimrek cha de yora opa me tene heda number tabala tine mju ba Timo number tabalatine number nanze. Ngajar number tabalatine Rinchin Jungdi. Chado number tabalatine o ta Tungyo Jabas ta Tanda Sungyorwa.
And so what is important to understand is that Jikten Sumgön is not saying that the 5 poisons turn into the 5 Dhyani Buddhas, the 5 Buddha families. But what he's saying is that when they are purified, then that is what it becomes. When the purification becomes that. So that is when desire or attachment is purified, then it becomes Amitabha of the lotus family. When hatred is purified, it becomes Akshobhya. When ignorance is purified, it becomes Vairocana. When pride is purified, it becomes Ratnasambhava. And when jealousy is purified, it becomes Amoghasiddhi.
Ta ona nyumo la sopa number takwa la tine tine tanda yongkondo tine nyumo ba de sota kanda de cha de yorisina. Tene de so ge jozam si ke yore yang ta hi gong lo hyuba na yin ge jozam ji ke yore de so number takwa gomsar si ba kurang gomya ge ye je go yorwa. Te yin zan ta de usong ke hyuban do na kar song re hyuba ina. Je ta zhong chir wu ji ma zang lu si. Tene bram hing be hing la pin. Te yin chang chu sem be nyumong lu jar da jar bu chu la pin bar si song. Ene nyumong bo lu la so ba tham je ke yang. Tene ta tu so ge ngo to zi la so ba la tene ji pin to ba de ji ge yori si ta nyam su linking ji kan za de tene wa bo rap ten ra yin na.
Ti long ti kanne ko so re?
Tene na ka re se
Long ti usong betul ti.
Usong ke hiben do les ta tin do na ma do ya.
Yang kia song ti ko ti khare re tini.
Ale jetar zhongqir wu jian ma zang lu. Tene buram hing be hiang la pin. Te yin jiang chuk sim be nyumong lu. Jar dang jar bu chu la pin bar ji so.
So what this is saying is that it is through the purification of the afflictive emotions, this comes all about. So the afflictive emotion become like the basis, and then they become purified, and then that is the result. In the Kyobpa Varta Sutra, it says, just as the impure sewage in the middle of the city benefits the sugarcane field, the sewage of the Bodhisattva's mental afflictions is helpful to the victor and the victor's dharma.
Oh, yeah, that they are not ju nani. Tara de par kun de capture chi ju le song da ju nang da na timok namda gomba yi number nanze ni de jurors hedang namda gomba yi mchu pa ne ni de jurors do cha namda gomba yi nawan ta yi ni de jur cha do namda gomba yi pa wo tung yu zhe ban jur ngajer number ta ba yi ren chin jung di ni de jurors.
Then it says in the Sri Samputa Tantra, by practicing the purity of delusion, one will be Vajrajana. By practicing the purity of hatred, one will be Akshobhya. By practicing the purity of desire, one will be Amitabha. By practicing the purity of envy, one will be the mighty Amoghasiddhi. By practicing the purity of arrogance, one will be Ratnasambhava.
Tene da ngobo drugong ba chimbo ke karisong yuresina. Da nin de che pa pao dang song. Ta pao ngene derin song do. Ni tongbar to ben kanro ni. Sem jirwa mi ben nam jirla. Tu jun che mi ba goro ros.
Then Lord Jikten, Lord Sumgön said, the Vajra is the hero. That's the true hero. A hero who stops differentiation into relatives and foes, and the Dakini who realizes relatives as emptiness are settled continuously in the yoga of the unchangeable mind.
Ranin de jebe ba wo dang ni tong bar to ben kan ro ni san jo ba mi be nan je la tu jin che mi bar go ro ro te che ya bo xu ji no ne zhan nga ran so ga ce ma ga ce en zen na ya zha su su zha de zam ma ce ba ge zha su su ma ga wa ti ke burn out da di ge cao dang cao dang de na yin jing di de kong jin jing ge da kong jin jing ge yo ne zhan dan de joban jiktin sung da la dang war si be da sun ko dang bo go zong de ni dong yi ge no bar si be ge tam ji zor se be ma na ka de be sim ji dan ji de wa de din song ta jang chou sim ba jin zam bel len la wo na da de da be sim to che wa ji de ni yu m si ba da be ji ne zhan ne 유바 이나 다 파체 고사 말이 삼산라고 제 요러와 단 데다
그래나
가시
고사 말이
유바 완스 텔 라스 줄부 상적 심바지 유나 다 고사 말이 삼산라고 다 소수 드라다 소소라 당월시 베다스 다 소소 누바 잡지 레슨 하니 누스 게이탐 쪼르세 바탄다 데크 쪼르세나다 되니 만나거든요. 심지도 대화 딩효 선타 텔라버 장초 선바치 고양로 치 노에 삼산로 요로 대 인장 되니 단디 책데 빼 갈침보 다보자 고양로 다 치나바 다보자 골 슝아랑 다보 마잖아 켄산로 휴차그르다 자도 따거라 마랑가
That's a great verse. Because it says here the relatives and foes are also the relatives of foes. So often when there's an enemy, or not even an enemy, just somebody we don't like, then we not just dislike that person, but we dislike anyone who is related to that person. We also don't like that person's child, or that person's even like nephew or niece and so on. Their cousins, we don't like them, any of them. And so Jikten Sumgön said, and that's the prayer we recite always in the very beginning, all those enemies who hate me, obstructors who harm me and so forth, first and foremost them, and then all other sentient beings, may they be happy and so forth. So this is the strength of a bodhisattva's mind. And if somebody thinks like that, then you will even think that it's not even necessary to have anyone greater than that, than greater than someone who thinks like all mother sentient beings, especially those enemies who hate me and so on. There's basically nothing greater than that is needed really in this world. So these words are really very important, and we have to hold on to them. But of course, it wouldn't be good if I tell you to hold on to them if I wouldn't do that myself. So we including myself, we all have to really see whether or not we really think in this way.
Stadio the Dorjisoni Ketsado Padre. Tutin Zamling, Munju Nawami song. Nanda Stasanga Capso Dandela Dere Munju Hiba the Tataku Lega Sanghala Tachirem Capso Jiram Trabalatin ta Levy Drum Guru, Levy Drum de She J Wang Cha City Yibate, Tapukale de Tandela Munjugalandala Teni Tangunjugaland, Kasarting Sabin, Munjugaland, Nanki Nam Yores, Tatenda Naya Yomarison and Jitin Sumgön, the Sangha La Teta. Munju Hibade ta Trapulere Dalenda Oje. Trapule te Cheba in the Cheag Nuba Yorida, se Tunji Zamri Madoke, Tenite Muso, the Nabanaba the Tun Yabaina, Tenis Soso Tine Set la Malabde, Teni Nipanjungo Yore songs.
Then about your statement number 26, it says, apart from merely demonstrating the magical powers of mantra, destructive rites are not permitted. And so in the secret mantra, through the generation stage, we accomplish 4 enlightened activities of pacifying, increasing, magnetizing, and the wrathful ones. And so with regard to the wrathful activities or the destructive rites, they are not permitted according to Lord Jikten Sumgön. So what is permitted is to merely demonstrate the power of mantra, and in that context demonstrate the wrathful destructive power that can come about through mantra. But if one hasn't reached a certain level of stability, when one performs destructive rites, it could be a great fault.
Then the Kantar Munju Hibande there's a current of the Timbaresina. That Jinam La Soba Timba Tomne. That one get to so in the top. Then the Jinam La Timba Tomde. Talatam Jesawar Tongtoba. Tiana Yinke, Zoram, Nyamsling, the Zoram, the Trabatomne, Chaja Chimbogan, Margin the Toba. Then there with the Zola, Ta Nubachi Churanke Tumba in and Netabachi Tonya Yoris and Ta Tonyon Barri, Somari. De Madobe, Musuchuranke, Dalet La Sobata, Jodor, Kelet so. Teni Jiag Tutsu La Malamna, Ta Cantarcia Yomari Son.
And so, for who then are these activities meant, these destructive activities? So it is someone who has first of all obtained the 4 levels of empowerment properly, and who has then also attained stability in the generation stage. So he's able to clearly see the deity, and then also he has accomplished the completion stage and realized the nature of Mahamudra. And so then such a being can then demonstrate, just in order to show what is the power of mantra, but for the actual performance of deliverance or the liberating activities of uniting and liberating, if one hasn't achieved such a state, such a level of practice, then it is not it is not permissible to perform these.
Ta den zang zo de da nang de zu na de tokpa ku na par tokpa je zo gon da tokpa zo ne so so la de ni tokpe da dar la no tokpa ka dan zin dar de ba de ni nin je ke yin dar de ba ta to yin ping ke yin dar de ba de ta ba la de ni de ta ba ken ne ba hình chữ dar chang wa de ni da wa la so ba dro wa yin na de ta ba ne ba yo re so ta tin ba re so de
And so now, the time when such activities become permissible or permitted for someone to perform is when oneself has attained realization, one has mastered realization. So through the realization, one liberates oneself, and through compassion, one can liberate others. And so then one has gained an ability to liberate those so-called enemies within whom the 10 grounds are complete.
Ta de yin zang jambar za ju la nin ji cho din sang je dang jang chup sem ba zum chur je nga nan tu din dong de ne le na tham ji din ba yin so.
So then therefore it says in the Manjushri Mula Tantra, the supremely compassionate Buddhas and the Bodhisattvas with great miraculous powers display all their activities to demonstrate the power of the mantras.
Ta de jodor kle the darle so hira chia mi ban de tamju yore tamju de pen naro pala la yonda jarpo je yosara jarpo tna yonda te ta jaga la jarpo mo yoro te jarpo de la dra je yosare te naro pa din te ne te dalle vi jindo te naro pa ke tna je du te naro pa la ngusum de kan ro ma ni nang khan pen te ne kap ju ta ne tna che sa yoro tna be te ne dalle su chi malo ma tna Sungsa Yoruba.
There's this a brief historical account that shows that one shouldn't engage in these destructive, liberating activities. At the time of Naropa, there was a king. There were many kings in India at that time. So there was this one king who had an enemy, and he asked Naropa to destroy this enemy, to liberate that enemy. And then the Dakinis appeared directly in space to Naropa, and they scolded him for even considering that. And they said it is not permissible to perform these destructive activities.
Yan tamju che yor ngoma tamse tarde tsana cha sebo tamse che. Nde yang tenda we ne to ba kang kan san ne ba thombo yo sarwa ten cha yang korang jinda jawo che la dra song ne teni tela to jam ne teni mambo te ngunju ke le mambo sa nang do te na mi ke nyawa na mi le jin ne pe yun bo nyawa na mi la ne nyawa na mi ni yada le ji yada ni yang ta yin tham je nu ta nu mambo ji ba la so ba le ngi mambo sa yang tudo la je wa lang ta tanda we ne thama te la te ni ma ji ge je wa lang ta ma ke je wa lang du te ni rang san ji je la te ni su nya per ne tanda we ne te ni si so rang san ji je kong phang tam ne tanda je sa lo ji yu re tanda ke tara te transit tsana cha se wa te ke yadam dorjin ji zit so drum de teni to so la yadam ke tin ba thop den ki kanza te ta wo ke kanza cha chen bo to ba thom bo yin na ya ta na yong ko yo res
There's another story about a Brahmin called Chanakya, and he had actually attained stability in the practice of Vajra from Yamantaka, and has gained quite high realizations in this practice. And so again, there was a king who had an enemy, and so this yogin performed various destructive rites against these enemies of the king. And as a result of his actions, he was born in the lowest hell, Avicii hell, for a very long time. And then finally, when he was liberated, he was born as a hungry ghost. And again, he caused a lot of harm and engaged in many negative actions. And then he was born as an animal, and later he was born as a human being. And as a human being, by having made offerings to a Pratyeka Buddha, he eventually attained the state of a Pratyeka Buddha. But it's an example of someone who had in fact attained stability and realization in the generation-based practice of Yamantaka, and still this is what has happened.
Tate in the dar shiba the nyumong dar go yori matobe nyumong jing kanzat so dar sekayo maris. Te in the jun and a carison re sena ranrik serve tukji yi nyumong darwa mato pa hedang dup mikpe dar narmi nyar wichine sondwa. Kalendong
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Rangrek salve Tugje yi Nyumung Jarwa Mato Pa Shedang Dukpe Mikpe Dar Ta Shedang win Simjin Shedang Jin to Sodaya Tero Narmi Nyarve Jine Jineyins So Nyawa Namile is Jachano Sondo.
So what needs to be liberated are one's afflictive emotions and not another person with afflictive emotions. It says in the Tantras, apart from liberating the mental afflictions with the compassion of one's self-knowing luminosity, to liberate with an aggressive or an angry, malevolent mind is to take birth in the endless hell.
Oh, Tati o the Dorji song you could stop doing bate. Dorji Nyarwa Nami la so yin song. Dorji Nyawa Hiba the young yin kitchen Nyawa Nyakam Job Je Yora, Tanyar Je, Tanyar Je, Nitsen Yankorni, the Job Je. That the Mayba no young Dorji Nyawas in the killing the water you were. Tinte and te maris Tanyawa Narmi there is on Nyawa Narmis that Donga Pansami ba Tahalam Jin Tami Pataviji Nyangwa Tela Tene Sungayore song. Tene Dela Dorje Hibadade, Ta Sanga Kapso, Tene Dorje Hibade, Ta Sanga Katumoma Tanyeji Chada Yobari, Tene Pena Dorjin Chido, Dorji Lopon, La Sobatan, Tene Ta Tamse. Sanga ke tamsai nyang somba tamjel ta jesa ke tenya de la ba dorji nyawa sta ya ba is
Then Vajra statement number 27 says that the Vajra hell is Avicii hell, and other people claim that the Vajra hell is worse than other hells. So there are those 18 hot and cold hells, and then the neighboring hells and ephemeral hells. And so we speak about the lowest of hell, the Avicii hell of endless suffering, where it is difficult to become free. And so in the Vajrayana, we give it this special term of Vajra hell. We call them Vajra siblings or the Vajra master and so forth. So it is said that those who break the secret mantra Samaya, that's where they take birth. It is a place called the Vajra hell, which is the Avicii hell.
Ade long de tenendo lama ngapche pale narmi la so jigrong be nyawar timba kan ba lopun la ne mu ba nan terning ba ne par tins
Tinala due
tenendo de yam dorji kor long jig de teni dorji kor long de thong so che
ti thama yakcha ki smuta ti kala bido curriculum
lama ngapche pale narmi la so jigrong we nyawar timba kan ba lopun la ne mu ba nam terning par ne par tins
Oh yeah, Pachati, sorry. Napshopari. Oh yeah. So then regarding the cause of being born there, it says in the Guru Panchasika, what is the teaching regarding such terrifying hells as Avicii? Those who slander the master will certainly stay there, it is taught.
Oh yeah, that the Dorji Sony hits up Jeba, Lopun Jutsu ton not your dendrin so. Then the young Narmi la Jikten is on the Nanka my yeba the tini Talimaris in that Kayak Sung Yorsita, Nanka the Henroyak to Sundo Yomarwa, in and Jiktin Sungung Sundu, that Lopun de la Lopun Sini the Dimba, Toba Tombo the Dimba. Then you so glad and there are you button Ryan and drink to your race only.
And then in Vajra statement 28 says, if the Vajra master's level of cognition is high, he pulls up his disciples. Because some say that one does not emerge from the Vajra hell until space disintegrates. Or some say that until the end of space, one will not become liberated from this endless hell. And of course, there is no end to space. But Jikten Sumgön says that if the Vajra master's realization is high, and if there's a karmic connection, then the Vajra master has the ability to pull one out from these hells.
Dan de la yang do parsin te bo wan de sena sabje sungko yorowa. Dani nga sanga dorje te bala jirtang ke sa chukson par de ze yore dani tikala sa ju ni judo par de ze yore dani ya to ba na phere yin da sa ngome de che tang mi
sa chudo pare
sa chukson par de ze ge nam ju jirtang yong da la din yang dani tarong ya sa judo par de ya ze yore judo ni ya ni do ni da ni hyo sum che de da ni ya zen ro ya yore de da to ba la che mi ba ji ro te ta salam ko to ba la nga ni ne lakpar de zenare chaja chimbo ne lo chinjo malo ba to de te ta dor ji lo bon ina ta lam gevishin tamje ke ta nya na mi le ji de simji so so la lemtro yo ba tan rin to go yo re so.
And so in the sutra vehicle of the parameters, one counts up until 10 bhumis. And in the secret mantra, generally we count until 13 bhumis, but then actually there's even more to that. Often we count to 16 levels and then 26 or up until 30 and so on. So basically, if there is a Vajra master who has this boundless, immeasurable realization and who has traversed all these bhumis and the paths and who has perfectly and mistakenly realized Mahamudra, such a Vajra master, if there exists a karmic connection to a disciple, has the ability to pull them out even of the endless hells.
Tandala logic yoretini take hono that logic the garrisina gelong katub yuna hisabachi yoris. Take contra when at any Nyamlina yogde Tisang Jigla Perchi Yuri, but the main Tarbana balls and Perchi Yobaris. But la Yobochi Yuri, main la team pass and Yobochi Yobaris. Teni Yamajila Pertarana Potang, Kok Yobo team pani, Lopun Tara, Gelong Katub Yunan Dina Yombaris. Take on you Chushibari, Gelong Katub Yunan Dine. Tabote Jagana?
There's a story about a monk Gelong Adoption, and they had a son called Black Liberation, and then a servant, Dempak. And so then the son Black Liberation and Dempak went to this monk Gatup to request Dharma teachings from him.
That day in the that gelong chu song raba Gatup Yunake. Chu Kare song Risina Jivi ni de Majunas. That Jetaba Yene look the Majubaina. Mubo Yala Ne Jejang Nankala ne Tin Yin de then Namjur Tampa Lam song. Jivi ni de
long de discussion.
Oh, yeah. That Dodo Karesina. Juno Chuk Nelok Jetawa in the Hamao Baina. They are some Jazogolo. That gets along Dombasunya Yorwa, Zawa Yelasoba. Their song then I had Nankala Timba Nan Yirisiko, the last song Roba. Jivi ni de Majuna, Mubo Yela Ne Jejang. Nankala ne Tin Yinde. And then Namjur Tampelam song.
Namjur Tampelam Kare.
That Jetta Tarati
Chitawa Topati.
Jetawa in the Majupa Jetawa in Negorzo Terwa.
And so then this Gelong Kadushono, he taught the Dharma. And he said that if you have not understood the actual nature of phenomenon, then even if you're keeping vows, like often ordained or the 4 root vows and so on, even if you keep those vows, they are like clouds in the sky. It is necessary to realize the nature of things really as it is.
Oh, that teach the song the Teni Tabanabog, oh, that Lexo, Dang Akchu Abokosong, Sine, Te Tandacherisi. That cock Kodang the Norn, that Samatumban inside Tenitza, that Megeva Zoche Samariti, Koketa, Megeva Mambo Jebaris. The Timpak, oh, that Tombani in a young, that thing a legend that sing up Suri, Tenita Solo Jetawa in the song de Varis. Koran Yamachilla Dolan Dawajik Jebaris, Teni Dolan Jedu, Teni Dolan de Tatia, Tara Gelon Laya Hula Simbaris. Teni Conitana Dolan Jebai, Teni Timpagan do certain and do certain Zayahudu, Teni Gelong, oh, Timpagan do certain Degdeha, Churan do certain Nordica Sumbaris. That there is a taco Lopun like you trin a taco. Lopun take a mamta and in Ranyam Zamizine. That call Pankatene. That Dukjashu changed in the cock that Lopun Hajang led Dopoma Bosabaris. They want to Konya Walla Gisunde. Then it timpa Gin Tripatamnea, Toba Chimbal Central Land. Then it Timpakan Yawa Naminia. Then it Tarate Tabanaboya Chang Sayori.
So then they received the Dharma teachings, and then so Tabanapur, Black Liberation, he said, so be it, I have understood However, his understanding was mistaken because he thought that everything is empty and therefore there is no non-virtue. So then he committed a lot of non-virtue. And then the other one, Tempak, he had a correct understanding. He understood that even though things are empty, there still is karma and past and future lives. And so one day, the two of them had a discussion, and they disagreed on that point. So they again came into the presence of Black Liberation's father, the monk, and they each told them their viewpoints. And so Tempak his, and then Tabernacle his own. And then the father said that Tempak's viewpoint is the correct one, and Tabernacle yours is mistaken. And so then, hearing that, Tabernacle Black Liberation got infuriated, and as a result of that, he felt that his father had let him down, and he was infuriated. And so, due to the mass of his negativity, he was then born in hell. But then Tempak attained liberation, and then had the power to pull him out from those hells.
Oh, yeah, that Gong Chik yorite. Da pachet na ya yo mani. Ya yo ya.
Chu nga la.
Gong Tong Tong Jim.
Oh yeah.
Teni ta te yin de jancho samba nime ningbo si ba jeke teni tanda mengap ja. Teni jancho jo de sen ji ji ne. Tanda ze de teni ji ne yang to so ke jancho ke sem de so la ba so nyam ne ta ngap ja le jewa lang sun. Teni yang ti ji ne jancho samba nime ningbo ke ta jiang hi ke teni jewa yi ne yang to so la dong ze ba. Ta te la so ba.
Ta tiger ta de ba. Ta jewa le re.
Ta jiang xiu sem yin da de so ta ke jewa lang song ra. Kan se ko na la ba nyang de dun ro ke jewa lang ro wa. Teni jiang xiu sem ba ni men yin bo ke ya teni ta jiang hi je ke jewa yi ra ta je ke jewa yi ne teni ko na so lo ro ba jin ne ta da na sa yo ris.
Ina kongki ta ko nyamre laban nyamre
So ke
nima nyingbo
ka ka kong nyang ma ro
ko nyam yo mara ina kodi
kong lo ma so ni
so one more story about the Bodhisattva Surya Garba, and together with him there were 500 disciples who received the Bodhisattva vows as well. And so then, however, they all broke their Bodhisattva vows, and as a result, they were born as 500 tigers and as animals. And so then, out of compassion, this Bodhisattva Surya Garba also took birth as an animal, as a tiger, to help them, to raise them up.
Oh yeah. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Bezo za do samaya manabalaya bezo za do dino ba diran ro membawa sudugaya membawa subejaya membawa anurado membawa sawa zede membaryanza sawa kama suzame sadam yiran goro hong ha ha ho banga sawa dadanga dam bezo mame bezo bezo ba ma samaya za do wa sunam de tamje zibanye tawanye berana baze Jikten anja balan zhibaye sibun zolan zhuwa zhuwa zhu jambar bawe jidan jimba dang kundo zambo tian diyin teta kunji jizo dalo zhe giwan teta tamje rabdo. May every being ailing with disease be freed at once from every malady. May all the sickness that afflicts the living be instantly and permanently healed. Tuji che tsama teni ta sanga ke chomde dran hyo simbare teni ta tawra
So thank you, everybody. And today we completed the section on the secret mantra. So then next we come to the section on the view, the meditation, and the conduct. Oh, and the result. The section of the result.
Oh yeah, thank you.